And also, good morning over on the YouTube side. How we doing? How we doing, everybody? We are once more becoming like unto crab. For our last little day of PoE action for the league. How you doing? How are you doing? I want to turn the game up ever so slightly. What? Change my audio away from my actual game. I want dialogue to go black. In case. Good morning, clouds. You just beat Celeste. Let's go. Congratulations. It's not an easy game. Not an easy game, but it is very cool. Congrats. Oh yeah, I have a reward from Kirak. Yeah, congratulations. How'd you find it? What do you think? Unique map. Yeah, we are playing crab. I'm Crabman. I have crab staff. I summon crabs, who then fight for me. Crabs are totems, not minions, obviously. Back to the hideout. That's good. Sprite work is amazing. It really is. The art in that game is beautiful. Characters, levels, everything. 100%. I need to go through and actually beat it. I said I own it, but I've never beaten it. I think I own it on, I might own it on Switch and on Steam. Maybe. Yeah, I need to go and give it a play, full play myself. You got it on Steam because it was on sale? Yeah, it's probably how I have it too. I don't know if I have the full game or if I have the demo on Switch. I don't remember. I assume probably the demo, unless it was on sale on Switch at some point and I got it. And I think I've got it on Steam from something or other, I think. If not, I should probably grab it. Because they deserve it. Yes. How we doing today, everybody? I'm glad you enjoyed it. How we doing? Here's my crab bros. Little spiny crab bros. We're in the end game. I'm just a lot of stuff that I need to do. So let's get warmed up a little bit with crab. With crab. Oh, we're gonna go under the sea. I got some voyages that I can do. Some. And that seems fine.
Yeah.
We'll probably do a voyage at some point. I'm just gonna do a chart. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Here we go.
Crabs. I'm doing crab storm call. There we go. Let's go this way. Leviathan, how you doing? You're contacting again from the desert. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are we? One sec. I'll read when I'm not getting murdered by giant things under the ocean. I can become the giant thing into the ocean. Whoa. Yeah, I'm also in the water today, Leviathan. Our current PoE league is all nautical based, actually. Ironically enough. Let's see. You're currently outside that temple. Yeah, we have 2 T's, 2 A's, an I, an M, Poem of E, Cummings, Other Dragons, number 11. That's right. That's right. I remember. I did not come up with a solution, though. I remember we were getting somewhere, but I don't remember what it was. Did not, in fact, bake enough in my brain, I guess. Yeah, we're hanging out under the water ourselves. Doing some treasure hunting. We're the current Path of Exile League. We're in Boat League now. Definitely not going to result in us getting cursed with unending life like in Pirates of the Caribbean. Definitely will not. I've changed some stuff around. I've powered up a little bit in the intervening time. We're still pretty... I still need more damage. I still need more life. I need more of everything. Oh yeah.
Back to the bathysphere.
Back to the bathysphere. I can put... I wonder if I can put curse on hit on the way conviction, actually. That might be really nice. Yeah. Yeah, 2 T's, 2 A's. Half Scorpion Man. Yeah, there's the half Scorpion, I think is related to that number 11. Yeah. Huh. Follow him in the temple's murals. Yeah, it was very weird. He wrote in cuneiform. Yeah, cuneiforms. Ah. I remember. Very puzzling. Very puzzling. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Patched it up all right, I think.
Maybe I'll be able to figure it out this time. Of course, PoE also requires a little more of my attention. Or more active attention. Like, if I glance, there's a good chance I die. Try not to do that. We'll see if we can figure this puzzle out. If chat has any ideas, please. Throw them out there. Together, we should figure it. Yeah, you can see I'm doing crab storm call. My crabs summon little lightning bolts that then strike the ground after a small delay. In a big old area of effect. Very fun. How have y'all been doing today, chat? Hope you've been having a good week. Hope you've been having a good day. A lot of loot. of loot. I have 4 things left. This way. This way. Yeah. I mean, the half scorpion man reminds me either of the Scorpion King from the Mummy, or of Chikari from this game, actually. It was also a scorpion lady. Although she is more scorpion, less lady. Like her tail is the lady, but the rest of it is scorpion. Very, very upsetting. Yeah. Feel like we're getting closer. One Allflame remains. There's loot over there and I can't get it, because if I do, I'll probably die. See any of it? Not a coincidence. Options: write his name in cuneiform, or revisit the temple's murals. Investigate the other loose ruins. Aww. 1 second. Let me escape right quick. I have to escape. The heck? What did I do? I cannot breathe underwater like you can, Leviathan. So if I get stuck underwater, I die. I need to be careful. I'm in little air bubbles that I have to use. Let's see. You know, let's investigate the other loose ruins. Let's get some more general info. General info. Yeah. Why not? Option C. Good. Okay. Trying to save some resources because my computer is having a hard time. You can see up there on the graph. Good day, Duke. How you doing? Thank you for the 85 stream streak, or 85 check-ins. I don't know what you're streaking. That was 85 check-ins. But I almost couldn't read. I had to squint. I was tired today. How are you doing, Oak? We're vibing. I'm spending time under the sea. Leviathan's also out of the sea currently. We're just hanging out. We're hanging out. You got some new headphones? Let's go. What kind did you get? What kind?
Come on then.
121% item quant. Also, I need to be bringing some ox, just in case. Do that. Seems to be an old, really small town. Flick your tongue and smells loosely of blood, copper and bronze, buried in the sand. Interesting.
Patched it up all right, I think.
That was probably had a bad time. Sennheiser Momentum 4? Interesting. I haven't heard of those in particular, but Sennheiser is a brand I am familiar with. They make some good stuff. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you got some new headphones. I know they were bothering you. Off the rails. Very nice. Yeah, let's see. A ruined town where likely some violence occurred. We're continuing our puzzle. Leviathan is continuing our storyline. I keep calling it a puzzle. It might not actually be a puzzle. It could just be a storyline. Hey. While we vibe under the sea. I guess you could also go with Shiny from Moana. I guess that would also work here. Guess that would also work here. We are looking for shinies. I am looking for shiny stuff in the ocean. That could also count. Also, you just found a name. I can never pronounce that name. I am familiar with it. Nasir? Nasir? I'm definitely 100% butchering. But I'm familiar with that name, but from what? Yeah. Pretty sure it's a person, right? I'm very smart. I'm definitely not an ignorant American. Poisoning me, please. Not drop poison bombs on my head. That is illegal. Materials near this name are kind of bad quality, even for like the Misty standards. Interesting. I am. Anybody else know what? Just gonna keep butchering it. Inasir, Inasir, Ian Nasir. I cannot pronounce that. It is a name, yeah, but I'm not. I feel like I should know it from something. Like I recognize it. I'm not sure what. The exit.
Come on, get out of there.
I wonder. Very curious. I should have looked up E. Cummings' poems. I did not. Hold on. No drown, please. I need to change some links around. Bad history. Big same. Big same. It doesn't help that a lot of the history that I was taught up until like college was maybe, you know, filtered through a very particular lens. Thus is maybe not what one could call entirely accurate. Know what I mean?
Thought you walked it for sure.
Yeah. My history classes were very centralized on things from a local perspective, we'll say. Yeah. So this is like a very old town. Has to do with a Nasir. I just do not know the pronunciation.
Today's a good day.
And essentially there was some violence. There was a Leviathan smelled some blood. Yeah, there's a half scorpion. Half scorpion. Let's investigate the temple there. Murals. Yes. What's up there? I'm gonna keep diving into the sea while we sort of warm up. I'd like to level again and then maybe go for another Uber Lab run. I still haven't completed my Uber Lab. Keep dying in it. Or yeah, maybe this one. Sure.
Come on then. Patch it up all right.
I've been having fun with this league, chat. I am. Won't lanterns persist when I'm in here? That's interesting.
Deep breaths.
Go away. Say, that'd be funky. How you been doing, Ook? How's your day? You got your headphones? How was math? How were the maths? If anybody has any questions about what I'm doing, you know, let me know. I'm still playing crab. I have embraced crab. I am all underwater. Not this entire game isn't done. I've been enjoying going for little dives. Me too. I need to swap that. Scurbs. Old. Math be mathing. Started being not easy. That'll happen. Happens to everybody. Like, it's mostly a myth that there's people who are just like that just know math. I'm sure there's definitely like some actual like savants. Math is hard for almost everybody. It's all hard work and practice. No. Like, it's definitely something you can become good at. Keep it up. Just make sure you study. Do your homework. Do not be like Light Wraith. Actually pay attention to what's going on. Do the work. Place gives you some bad vibes seeing that serpent treated like that. Fair. Gotta figure these things out. Let's see. You found the half scorpion man yet again. Just with 10 other monsters. The half scorpion thing just keeps pulling me back to the mummy, and I don't think that's the direction we're going. Even though it is a phenomenon. The original mummy. We don't talk about all these other ones. They kept making them. Yeah. Yeah, I've been enjoying my build. It's very dumb. This whole concept is ridiculous. I have been enjoying myself. Good thing about PoE is that you can do that. You can just do really build stuff. Technology does exist. We'll hang out here and kill some stuff. Gotta make sure I keep my crabs up and alive. You can see they're sort of shooting. They've got good range to them. The Stormcall can reach basically anywhere. Can be like targeted. They're blasting stuff pretty far away. As long as it's not too fast.
First mate does it again.
Nice. Message in a bottle. What's it gonna be? 20 gift cards. Interesting. My collecting days are done. Yours are just beginning. Yeah, apparently those messages in the bottles can just give you stuff. I don't know what the rules are. I've gotten a bunch of uniques. Now I got a stack of div cards. My buddies got 2 mirror shards out of one. They got like a broken mirror, which was 2 mirror shards. Wild. Let's see. Do I have any more high level charts? One more. Yeah, so there's 11 monsters, counting the Scorpion King, right? Sorry, the half Scorpion Man. Alongside the big serpent and half Scorpion Man, there are 4 dragons and snakes, 6 chimeras, counting the half, and a storm. Storm.
Yeah?
Interesting. And 11 monsters. Number 11 is directly related to the monsters.
Deep breaths.
Curious. Intriguing. This is intriguing. Duke, what are y'all covering in your math class right now? I'm somewhat familiar with maths. That is too many coincidences in a row. Yeah. It seems like everything's lining up a little bit. Gotta get the strong box. Don't know how to say in English. Fair. Super fair. I did not even think about that. Was that what the thing was? Squared equations? Like, that'd be like quadratic stuff? Maybe. Maybe. I'm kind of bad with remembering the names of stuff too, so. Yeah, squared equations would be like the quadratic formula stuff, right? Yeah, Leviathan, you think the same thing? Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, that is where it starts getting spicy. Makes sense. You got this. You got this, Ook. Yeah. Good, I do remember things. My computer is screaming. It is so loud. I don't know if y'all can hear my computer under my voice, but it's very upset with me. King? How you doing? Distinguished gentleman yourself. How you doing? How you doing? Click those buttons. I don't need to hydrate. I'm under the sea. Specking.
I too am. But I'm also wee. So the wee balances the.
True and real. I will hydrate though. I'll grab some coffee. Remember, chat? Hydrates for me are also hydrates for you. Do it. Do it. Don't drink the seawater, but there's so much of it. It's right there. It's right there, Specking. I could just take one step over here. Fish fucking that. Listen. I have no follow-up. You're not wrong. Also, I live in the U.S. I'm not sure my my unsea water is particularly in a better spot. We don't believe in health regulations here anymore. We've gotten rid of all those. Water's not a good option for even for Leviathans. Too much fucking salt. Fair. Fair. Yeah, seawater is not particularly hydrating. I suppose. I'll just drink actual water, or non-seawater. I'll drink tap water probably. That's all I have. I should get a filter though. Actually, I should get a water filter for my tap water. Real talk. I definitely should.
Time's running out.
I drank some coffee. I'll be good.
First mate,
I'll be good.
yeah.
I will try not to poison myself. As long as, you know, you do the same, chat. I want you to also hydrate with something actually hydrating. And as we mentioned, that does not include seawater or poison.
Onwards.
There's me. Not what I wanted to do. Not giving my guild a bunch of random currency. drink fresh water directly from nature. Let's go. I live in a big old city. Our natural fresh water is not super fresh. So I just drink what comes out of my tap myself. Like I live right next to a gigantic lake. You'd probably like it, Levi. Really big lake. A very, very big lake. But it's not really potable. People swim in it, but I don't know if you should drink it. To drink a whole river daily, hey, you would be hydrated. Possibly too hydrated. Most of us more humanoid peeps might have an overhydration problem. Because you can actually drink too much water and throw your body out of it. It's true. It's true. I need to get some more high level charts. Back to maps. Yeah, how you doing, Specking? Have you been leaguing it up anymore? I guess you were exhausted yesterday, so you probably haven't done a ton since we talked. We haven't done a ton. Let's go here. Yeah, you gotta stay hydrated, chat. It is really important. That's why I have that redeem. One of the most annoying things about like YouTube streaming is that they don't have any features. Like there's no channel points. There's nothing like I can bring some stuff to like parody with on a bunch of stuff, and I really wish I could. Wish I could. Technology just does not exist. YouTube is still very much a video forward platform, with streaming being kind of a second, or like a barely functional second. I do appreciate my people who watch on YouTube though. I do my best to keep them with good experiences, you know? There's just some stuff I can't do on YouTube. But definitely watch on whatever platform you like. Played a little bit yesterday, but not too much. Got one offering, so you'd like to do Uberlab today. I need to try Uberlab again today, specking. I've failed it like 4 times now. So it is the most trouble I've ever had with Uberlab in like the past several years. I don't know why. Bizarro keeps one-shotting me over and over again. I'm like not swishy. Just cursed. I'm just cursed. Not a tiny shy river, no, a Nile-sized one. Hey, yeah, got to. Since you've run out of options, you're gonna write that name and see if it rings a bell. Accra Bua. Oh boy. Accra Bua Melu. That does not ring any bells. Anybody else in chat have an idea? It sounds like somebody from PoE, which feels insulting, but I didn't want to do that. Yeah, this may be a historical reference that I don't get, which doesn't, like, again, does not surprise me. My knowledge of history outside of U.S. history is pretty bad. And frankly, my knowledge of U.S. history isn't particularly accurate. Because as mentioned, we tend to sugarcoat things. So that we don't look like the baddies when we're teaching our kids. Sometimes that may be argued. As with all gigantic empires. You ever heard of it, Ook? Fair. After you wrote that name, the two T's flashed. Okay. And all 6 letters form a single word. Or rather, a name. The name starts and ends with a T. Tiamat? Is it Tiamat? That one I know. 2 T's, 2 A's, an I, an M. Come on. Gotta be Tiamat. Why did I not get there sooner? Talking about Dargans and I didn't go straight to Tiamat? That one I'm familiar with. Gotta be what it is, right? Just gotta wait I have to wait for the YouTube delay. I really wish there wasn't a YouTube delay. I'm sorry. As mentioned, YouTube is a kind of a mediocre streaming platform. It's got to be Tiamat. That's 100. And I'm embarrassed that I did not get there.
I must have time to gather my
Now Leviathan's going to be like, no, that's not it. Close sort. Yeah, it's gotta be talking about Tiamat. That is like the dragon. The dragon. That's it. Let's go. Yeah, the mother of dragons. Yeah, I was like, I really should have gotten there. I really should have gotten there sooner. Poem of Enema Elish. Oh, I was all up in the wrong spot with the poem. I was thinking E.E. Cummings, which is not the same person. She had 11 children that made her army. The ancient slating is Akkadian. Yes. I am familiar with that word. I was not aware that it was this region. Let's go. Did it. We did it. I had to be walked 99% of the way. We did it. Did not know that language. I've heard of the language. I don't know anything about it, which is why I didn't quite get there and didn't think about it. But I am familiar with Tiamat. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, because Tiamat's like the dragon. Yeah, the mother of dragons. Of course. Sick. Unfortunately, my knowledge of Tiamat's like IRL lore, like the IRL version of Tiamat. No, not the one in D&D, or in various other like full-on fictional medias. Is a little limited, so I wasn't aware of the 11 children thing either. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. All the clues like really sync up. Yeah, I need to get. I want to put my curse on my wave of conviction. I think. That way I can just reduce my button presses. Y'all tell what's happening, chat? Can you see what's happening on the screen? If you can, I've messed up. Why it smelled like blood. It said humanity was created from it. I also recall a complaint message to Ina Sear in the British Museum. Right? So, yes, that's where I remember him for. Yes. I knew it. Your screen died? Like, completely? Look. That's not good. Try a full on restart, and like do an unplug and replug, etc., etc. Like, give it a hard boot. Yeah. That's where I remember a Nasser from. He sold really shitty bronze, and there's like an actual complaint that's been preserved over the centuries about how bad of a merchant he is. That's it. That is what it is. I knew I recognized it. Could she have been your mother as well? I mean, there seems like there could be some ancestry there, yeah. I had my house in the wrong spot. Oh, yeah. Do a full on restart. Dude, that's very upsetting. I hope it's not a sounding issue. It's fixed. Okay, good. Sometimes weird stuff just happens. You know, computers are weird like that. The monitor y'all are on, my secondary monitor, which is my like literally 20-plus-year-old Dell gigantic 30-inch monitor that runs at a weird resolution and uses an input standard that doesn't exist anymore. It sometimes does that, where it'll just be like, I'm going to sleep now. Just out of nowhere. Or I'll wake my computer up from sleep and it'll just not turn on. It's scary every time. But I usually just have to do like a hard restart. You know? It comes back. Scary. I'm glad it's good. You remember the crystalline depths you were born in? Sure. I always assumed you got your pristine scales from there. You've gotten them from Tiamat? Or hers is beautiful? Do you ever know? You know, I suspect you may never know, but it's a beautiful story to think about. And I mean, there very well could be some lineage there. Yeah.
Hello.
I believe it could be. Drop all this off. I think it's got a lot of things on it, and most of them are okay. I don't know.
Go with courage.
It's from above. I may unironically use gifts from above. Although I'm not dealing a lot of critical strikes. I am using wait a minute. I might actually unironically use gifts from above here. As an Inquisitor, I do a lot of consecrated ground stuff. That is what this is. Maybe. Yeah, that's a very likely possibility, I would say, Leviathan. You may have discovered your parent. Awesome. I'm not a Leviathan or dragon biologist. I'm not sure of the specifics there. But there seems to be some common lineage there. There seems very likely, right? I hope you do find out someday. I'm glad we were able to help you discover some truth. It was very interesting. I learned some stuff. And I love learning things. Not stress that enough. I absolutely adore learning things. We'd like to use this ring, but at the same time, I'm having some resistance crunch at the moment. If I take one of these rings off, I will not have capped resistance. Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Portal breach. Yes, thank you for taking us through that, Leviathan. That was very cool. I learned a lot. Let's see. I need to go to the Monastery of the Keepers. I got a claw.
Welcome back. With each victory, we
Claw for
be
Ylith.
at
For
peace.
the Genesis tree. Hey, it's interesting. There aren't really dragons in Path of Exile. Now that I think about it. It's one of the few like sort of fantasy-y like stories that doesn't seem to have any dragon. Interesting. A lot of other eldritch horror nonsense, but no dragons. Your answers may not lay here, of course. Not if you stay stagnant. True. You gotta always keep searching. Might as well keep an eye open. Percent. The archaic enigma completed. Hope you've enjoyed. I really did. I really did, Leviathan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking us through that. It was very interesting, and like I said, we went into some history stuff that I only barely brushed the surface on. So it was very cool. It was very cool. Some history, some good stuff. But chat. It is time for our first break. I take a break once an hour while the ads run over here on the Twitch side of the stream so that we can all, also take a break. That way you never miss anything. Of course, I don't believe there are any ads on the YouTube stream. I'm not monetized on that side as of yet. Although if you want to like and sub on that channel, eventually we'll get there. So just feel free to vibe, listen to some music, and take care of yourself. Grab some water, grab a snack, do all that good stuff. And we will return in about 3 minutes. Stay tuned, everybody. BRB. And welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you very much for your patience, everybody. Yeah, Leviathan, I wish the drop game actually worked on YouTube. I didn't build the drop game. It is built by a person or a place, people, a group called Pixel Plush. And it only works on Twitch for some reason. Like there's no option to even make it functional on YouTube. I'm trying to concept my own like break game that I can write that would work on both. So I haven't nailed it down yet. Like I said, I'm a little annoyed about how little is possible on YouTube by default. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Actually. I don't actually have any unique womb gifts. So it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
I must attend to my duties soon.
Yeah, Leviathan can't get into the pool. It's probably a little small for them anyway. Little kiddie pool might not hold a whole Leviathan. It barely holds me at this point. You know? Yeah, that's something I want to work on. Can't. See if I can't roll some. Oh, these are all terrible wounds. Oh, not even worth using. How big's the pool? It's like one of those. It's like one of those. Well, I was gonna say it looks like a kiddie pool, but judging by the size of people dropping in, it's like actually pretty sizable. See, pushing back to the BRB screen again. Dang it! Back pool. There it is. Like it's you can sort of see it at the bottom of the screen there. It looks like a kiddie pool, but also if people drop, the emotes are very tiny compared to it. Yeah. They're very small compared to it, so it's probably like a decent sized thing, but maybe not Leviathan sized. Hey, so I nailed it. Also, I nailed it. Yeah, it's like you get like a fang in it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, probably wouldn't be a very comfy fit. No, it's decent size for your average humanoid. I have another Atlas point. More breach. More breach, please. I need to. Yeah, like half a tail fin or so. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't have another invitation. I may just buy an invitation. How much is an Uber invite going for right now? Let's see, exchange. Offering to the goddess. I have Chaos. I can get 2 for 3? Sure.
We'll make it happen.
Hopefully I won't need to. Hopefully I'll be able to do this in one, but we've been struggling in lab this time, chat. Maybe this is the one. Do you believe? Yeah, I've been trying to bring the YouTube up to parity. There's some stuff I need to set up still, because I have a lot of control because I run I use streamer.bot as my bot of choice, which is why I can do stuff like create my own game if I want. But it does require me to set some stuff up.
Justice will prevail.
You know, a lot of stuff I have to treat YouTube and Twitch a little differently on because of how the APIs work. But I'm working on it slowly but surely. What do you think, chat? Will I beat Ozaro this time, or will he one-shot me again? So far, that has been my bane. I really feel pretty confident, other than that. I've had really bad luck. He's just been smacking me. This Dark Shrine might help though. That did not in fact help. If I end up making it all the way to the end, that'll be nice. You can do it? Thank you. Yeah, so for those who don't know, labyrinth, not laboratory, in PoE is a sort of like a it's a testing ground, like in game, in lore. It is a testing ground for up and coming emperors from long ago. We discovered it, and it is how we ascend. It is how we gain power in the modern sense. So I need to, and you do it 4 times in PoE 1 total. You do it 3 times during the campaign and 1 time post campaign in order to get all of your juice. So far, I've been getting just thoroughly obliterated on Ozaro himself, who is the guy who runs the lab. Yeah, I've got an immediate golden door, it looks like. Oh. Yep, right there. There is a dark shrine in the first room, though. Checking. So, that's nice. I think this is where the key is. Yep. I still forgot to go get a first on hit. I meant to. This is. Yeah, like the rest of lab doesn't bother me. Like this guy's a little scary. Just I've been having a lot of trouble with Ozaro, but I have scaled up my defenses some more. I've got more HP. Hopefully he won't one-shot me this time. If I get slammed or slashed or jumped on. The last one, he literally jumped on my head and I died. I got Mario'd. It's embarrassing. You cleared yours, Chryso? Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I think I saw you mention that in the Discord. Congrats on the Uberizing, Uber rating. Just don't get hit by Ozaro. That's the best defense. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. The thing is, I'm used to playing RF, and RF just does not care about his RO. I can literally just stand there.
Where there's a golden key.
Like Pox's RF build, by the time you get to Uber Lab, you're just like hilariously hard to kill. And I'm doing a lot of the same stuff, but something about what I've done here is not quite as strong. Possibly it's just because my HP is a little low.
Let the day dawn.
I've only got 3,600 HP and 591 ES. Probably a little bit low. I'm also using Cloak of Flame, so I'm diverting a lot of it to my 79 fire res, and I have block and spell block, although my attack block isn't capped, and that's what Azara uses.
The weary
Good now.
traveler draws close to the end of the path.
Alright, I am the weary traveler.
Was the scepter, not the other way round.
Time to crab. Once more with feeling.
Finish this.
Here. Touch. He's slashing.
Such resilience.
Yes, go in there. Go in there.
Sweep the trappings of past emperors aside. Make your empire anew.
Makes sense. Did you lose your streak, Chrysler? Did you do as I said and watch the VOD from Friday? Did you miss the Friday? The 10 minutes of Friday stream where I failed? The entire stream exploded? Weird. Weird. That sucks. Sorry, Chryso. I'm extra annoyed because it was a failed stream anyway, so. Yeah, I'm sorry. I take the blame for that one in particular, for anybody who loses their streak, because despite doing a pop-up stream and advertising it, I then couldn't do it because my internet just didn't work. Ow. Sorry. Your ex told you you're toxic? You don't get why? I mean, I didn't breathe miasma on her lips on purpose. I think Goff just had bad timing. Oof. We've all had those kind of toxic coughs. I get it. Sometimes you gotta cough. Timing's not there. I get it. Yeah, I don't know if you should do it today, specking. This lab layout is booty. It's kind of rough. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Chryso. That's why I have the daily check-ins though, Chryso, honestly. Like, is because Twitch's streak system is a little obnoxious. I know a lot of people like to keep them going. So I apologize. You get more than you try. Fair. I mean, you can buy them from the currency market if you've got a few chaos. But I also get not wanting to spend chaos on offerings. Wait, all right. Yes. I get not wanting to, or just being chaos broke. That happens. can't. Oh, yeah, yeah, you're playing group found. That's right. That's right. There are some ways to get offerings super easily. I don't know how you feel about delve specking, but delving gets you a lot of offerings. Like that's usually my go-to to get offerings is just do a little delving. How did I do this? I didn't need this trove. I think there's stuff on the Atlas tree to like give more trials too, right? Nowadays.
The warrior bled
But if you're sort of vibing with it anyway,
cursed his
no rush.
He looked upon the wall that the tomb built by his master.
I forgot you were doing
Enemies.
some group found. Oop, there's another potential shrine down here. I'm gonna grab that. If I could get like a defense shrine or
Remained silent. The guide
like a
planted by clever hands and slaves.
life shrine,
Pursuit of
or I guess an acceleration shrine.
grotesque affair.
I guess.
The life of the warrior.
I feel like an acceleration shrine, a permanent acceleration shrine, is just going to end up with me running into an AOE and dying. No. I don't even know if it applies to my minions. Or, sorry, explicitly not minions. They're totems. They are totems, despite the fact that they move.
Time comes to strike. An emperor strikes without hesitation. To
You
entertain
can get more trials on the Atlas tree, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, if you ever need to, like, really go for it. Think you've never met any shrine in a lab? Usually just run straight to a Zara to make it as fast as possible. I normally do the same thing. I normally try to beeline it, but I need all the help I can get so I can get this done.
Find your determination.
Just keep running. Don't charge me. You're done!
A goddess, what ambition. Only one of your lessons was completed, Ascendant.
Swear if I die to him swiping me after the fight is over. One more time. Yeah, an orbital annulment. This lab run is already worth it, even if I and normally I would not be. Of course, it's makes a little more sense to do some searching for things because I'm fast now. I can clear these zones. Oh, we also die. But yeah, I guess I'm pretty tanky. I have a lot of regen, so traps aren't a big deal unless I really mess up. To grab it if you run past and see it, sure. Yeah, when I'm playing like RF, I just don't care about lab at all. It's actually trivial. But as I mentioned, I failed Uber Lab multiple times this time. I think I even failed an earlier lab in campaign too. Let's see. Matter, huh? Doesn't really matter which one I go to. Draconids breathe fire, others breathe thunder. You breathe a miasma. Rosamist rocks. I mean, honestly, it's an OP. There's an OP breath weapon. 100%. Way less chance of people being resistant to it, you know? Or entities being resistant to it. It's a good one to have. Do I need those 2 transmutes? No, but don't pick them up. I'll obsess. Oh, maybe the shrine is working. The inheritance rules on totems are a little funky. I can never remember what exactly translates. Because I use my stats for a lot of stuff. Like they use my crit rate. Things like that. No. You join the Discord so you can share my dinner? Share your dinner? Absolutely, do it. Absolutely. Yeah. If y'all are not in the Discord, why not? Why not? Do you not like me? You hate me? Maybe you just hate Discord, which frankly is super fair. Discord has been doing a lot of nonsense lately. You got 9 hours of solid sleep last night, Chryso? Let's go. So the meds are helping a bit?
An aspirant can afford to be promising.
That sounds amazing.
Emperor
I did not get 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep last night. Oh, hey. Did I just get an... Oh, yeah. Oh no, I forgot I bought 2 offerings. Like, did I get an offering in here? Wait.
You must navigate.
All right. This is the actual fight. I believe. This is the one. Duck. Ow!
Violence is delicate. The trap
There we go.
is inescapable.
We did it. I don't die to like the little mint lieutenants here. You're very embarrassed. Hey, we did it. I was momentarily scared, honestly. He definitely slashed me with something and I lost a lot of HP. Yep. Loot. Piscators. Let's see. Do I want to transfigure gem? No, I think I actually want to finish qualitying Stormcall. TBH. This will max out my quality on Stormcall. And quality on Stormcall is actually so strong. No? Now, because it gives a chance for the when the spell casts for it to immediately deal damage on top of the regular like hit. It's very good. And then I have quality on from putting it in a blue gem too. So I have 22% chance for when my crabs fire for it to immediately hit. Oh yeah, I forgot I have multiple crafts. I have multiple crafts. I don't take the points so you can run it again. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm grabbing them right now. I think I'm just taking Righteous Providence for now. Gives me 1% increased critical strike chance per point of strength or intelligence, whichever is lower. And then also gives me plus 50 to strength and intelligence. So it'll give me like it'll trigger off strength. And it'll give me like 200 and what is that? 237% increased critical strike chance. Crit. A lot of crit. Yeah, so that takes my Stormcall from 20% crit chance to 34%. That's how math works. Sorry, it was 227. Nice. It's pretty good. It could be better, though. It could be better. Yeah, I may swap these for a bloodline or something, you know? But that should be some extra damage. Nice little boost. If healing is damaging for the undead, is venom healing? Can you heal the undead? And right? Like, would it be? Depends on if like your venom is the same damage type as like a darkness, right? Like an anti-heal, which could be. Good question. I will transfigure a gem for this one. Gems. Give me a blue gem. Crack lance. Turn into something cool. I still don't think there's a transfigured Stormcall, and I'm wildly irritated by this. Extremely. Flame Dash of Return. Great. Great. Fire class Mine of Sabotage. So, don't care. Ice Nova of Deep Freeze. That's probably the one. Of those. Freezes enemies as though dealing 420% more damage. 420, freeze it. I have one more craft, huh? Another one. Let's see. Give me a excuse me, got the hiccups. Let's do an arc. Let's do my arc. It's just of the same color, it's not of the same type. I didn't get the rare craft. Lightning Conduit of the Heavens. Frankly, probably... Like, Lightning Conduit of the Heavens is probably actually better than using Stormcall. You know? We'll grab it. We'll grab that one. The other choices are Kinetic Bolt of Fragmentation, which is also very good. Blast of Havoc. Fun. I'm taking this one because I might actually use Lightning Conduit of the Heavens. Right. We might if I can't make Stormcall go burr. I can see. This one does well nothing because there's no enemies here. But if there were enemies, it would be striking them with lightning just immediately. Yeah, let's see. Shocks enemies as though dealing 200% more damage. Hits up to 12 enemies. Does not say it cannot be used by totems. So... could be spicy. Let's put it in our offhand. Put it in our offhand to let it level up. We may try that. In Warcraft 3, Undead Arthas has a spell that damages the living or heals your units. Interesting. Like I said, I love when that is a thing. You can do like healing to injure undead and vice versa. Yes. Cool. We have ascended. That should increase my damage pretty nicely. Wood. Let's go Fight some more stuff. Keep scaling.
Journey well.
Piscators in the guild stash. You got the hiccups? Sorry, I passed them on to you. Luke. That was my bad. My bad. Let's do a tier 10 map. Let's do a rare tier 10 map. This is fine. Which map to do? How am I? Close. Tier 5. I have a couple of tier 5s I haven't done yet. Let's go down here. Or maybe up here. Maybe over here. Oh, we'll go around in a circle. Activate. We might do a voyage here too. Oh, right. This is Primordial. So I was like, is this the one I think it is? Maybe I'll get the secret secret hideout here. Be cool. Adaptive resistances. App. If y'all don't know, if my PoE people don't know, there's a very rare hideout that occurs in the Primordial Blocks map that I've never gotten. Never seen it. Love to, though. I don't know if I'd use it. Want it. I haven't changed my hideout in a hot minute. I've been using that that one of islandy one. I think I bought that one, or it was part of a supporter pack or something. Once upon a time, I had money, chat. I didn't have a lot of money, but at once upon a time, I had an amount of money. A double leak mechanic here. We have Abyss and Breach. Be good. That's terrifying. What the heck? Get this Breach, I don't think. Not stabilize it. What? 6 orbs of fusing. What the heck? I've gotten a couple of like big stacks of fusing from, or like, yeah, like big stacks of fusing. Something. I don't know if they just made them more common since they made chromatics less common, or what. Like multiple times this league, I've just gotten like a stack of like a handful of fusings. I don't feel like that was as much of a thing before. That might be just crazy. Might just be RNG, confirmation bias, etc., etc. Embers. I need to throw those embers on stuff. You now have money after like 2 years with no money. It's a good feeling, isn't it? Feeling. I'm hoping to get back there. Hoping to get back there. I need to sort some stuff out with my life in order to make that happen. Seems to be a struggle. My brain is very done with doing things that it doesn't like doing. I just need to. I need to get some stuff done. We'll figure it out. Because I'm privileged enough where I have some family support, which lets me keep doing this at least on a vague level. At least on some level. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is your disability money, so it's not great that you know have to have it, but it is. Yeah, I mean, relatively free, right? Like, you would still have the disability one way or the other, but at least you're getting paid for it. That's something. That's something. I could be doing some stuff better with my life. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Baby steps. Baby steps. That's what it's all about. Most important step a man can take is always the next one, chat. Always the next one. Gems? Using man here as in like human, by the way. I was quoting a book, but I'm using it in the sense of people. We'll get there. We'll get there. But thank y'all for hanging out today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a good week so far. I've been enjoying my PoE time. I know y'all are probably raring at the bit for me to do more Final Fantasy XIV. We'll be back at it next week. We'll be back at it next week. Our regularly scheduled nonsense. To give us time to talk about FanFest and all that good stuff, you know? Stabilize that breach. Need to keep... I'm putting my totems down too much, and I really don't know. They stay alive for like 17 seconds. You know? As long as I'm occasionally hitting the button. I could instead just be spamming Wave of Conviction. This blue spell I'm shooting. Stop shooting me. And 2-stone ring. Actually dropped a lot of loot.
I am no beast of burden.
I guess that's fine. I am no beast of burden. That's not what he sounds like at all. Yeah, I don't have a good Templar. I should work on my Templar. It's the class that I'm playing. Character. He's an old religious dude who found out his religion was not chill. It was, in fact, kind of a problem. They literally sent him to an island to die for heresy. That's all of the exiles in PoE. All of our playable characters all get exiled for reasons. His was talking out against his church. Like, he still believed, but he believed, you know, the higher ups were doing some some shady stuff. So he called it out. So they sent him to an island to die. Fortunately for them, he did not. Instead, he became like unto crab. And then he returned. Still upset they got rid of the old character intros on the boat. Those were cool. I did like those. Trying not to get hit by any bowling balls in this stage. The actual risk. Why this map just happens to have like an insane like raid mechanic? I don't know. It's fun until you get run over by a bowling ball. No, PoE actually has some fascinating lore for a game that's like that, 99% of the player base do not care about the lore. Actually got some really good lore, some really good storytelling, some really good like writing. It's fun. Which means, of course, I should probably do some videos on it myself. I know there's already a PoE,
Hello.
a big PoE lore person, but I do want to do some lore videos myself in general. Maybe I should do a PoE one. You know. Actually, would you mind pausing to watch a 5-minute video? It depends on what the 5-minute video is. Need some chaos catalyst, but you hate ultimatum? Big same. Big same, speaking. I'm not a fan of ultimatum. The old character creation? Yeah, sure, we can do that. We can do that. Seems like an okay.
Greetings.
We got a Calm's binding. We got a barrack script. I do like barrack script. Save that for a taming though. A lot of minion. Oh no, not a lot of minion things actually. A lot of self-attack stuff on a minion base ring. So keep it just for the minion.
Keep your life to your own.
I hoard too much in this game. It's a big problem. I'm aware of it. The Discord? Okay. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me go drop this off with Breach Lady. My Atlas is Breach heavy at the moment.
Enter. She grows once
I enjoy
more.
the mechanic.
Beware of the enemy.
And I think combining breach crafting with the current league crafting, with boat crafting, I think could be very strong. Because you could, potentially get a really good item from this and then, exalt slam it with boat league. Get like a banger, yeah, moist crafting. Yeah, exactly. A really cool thing. IMO. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Roll. You gotta get the nodes before you get the nodes after. I still gotta build my tree up though. And get some womb gifts. Yeah, let's check that out. Check that out. Yeah, let's go back in time, chat. Back in time. Also, specking, I just looked at your food. That looks amazing. I'm so hungry now. So hungry now. Let's see. Let me bring this up. God. Oh, God. I hear that. But you can't. Wow, YouTube ads are annoying. I have I'm on my live account, which does not have YouTube Premium. So I had to watch an ad first. But let's switch over here. We're gonna go back in time for a second, chat. This is the old character intros. Hopefully, been a minute.
The Magisters of Oriath are merciful and have granted all exiles one weapon. Choose wisely. Oriath has bestowed a gift upon you, a chance to redeem your crimes, a new life. Do not squander it.
Yes.
I fought, wept, and bled for God and the Order. I would have died for my Templar brothers, every single one. And how do they reward my piety, my devotion? They exile me to the land of the damned, to Rayclast.
Yep.
I know now that my brethren are merely God's tools. He has given me this path to walk, so I shall muster my strength and my power, and my faith. It is my shield against the darkness to come.
It doesn't go great for him. Spoiler.
A simple job, I was told. Silence a big mouth, get a big payout. And no one was going to be the wiser. Tidy, except for one loose end. Me. I would have kept my mouth shut.
Sound on the video is really quiet. Now, let me turn it up a little bit. Right now.
Professional integrity, it's called. Unfortunately, not something my employers believed in. They raised a toast to a job well done. I drank, and the next thing I know, I'm on this stinking crate bound for exile. It's not a complete loss, I suppose. The way I hear it, there'll be plenty of work for a man of my talents in Rayclast.
I am a warrior. I was born to fight, raised to defend my tribe. Now, I have been taken from my people, chained and exiled by cowards who fear death. Death is my brother. I do not fear him. I see him in the eyes of the men and beasts that I kill. I feel him traveling beside me to this new land, this Rayclast. He will take me to meet the ancestors when I am ready, and I am not ready.
Go. Marauder.
Can't own a life. Not a deer's, not a rabbit's, and not mine. Every soul has a birth-given right to live however they will, however they can. I take from the wilderness, and one day it'll take me in return. Not that the fat lords of Oriath believe in such things. They call me poacher and thief, clap me in irons and haul me like cargo into exile. No matter. I'll make the forests and mountains of Rayclast my new home. My freedom and my bow, that's all I need.
Heck yeah.
He had it coming. Was I supposed to bear such insults with an action simply because of his high birth? That lord sang a different tune with 6 inches of steel in his guts. Now they call me a criminal for defending my honor. I'd do the same again to anyone who crossed me. I care naught for riches, little for friendship. The duel is all I need. I may be in exile, but I will carve a road back to Oriath, one foe, one victory at a time. Ill fortune may have banished me to Rayclast, but I will live to hear them scream my name in the great arenas again.
They were right to fear me. If only they had listened to their cowardice. Had they not taken my home with fire, I would not have taken their children. Now I'm banished to Rayclast. I've heard the dark rumors. seen the terror in the other exiles' eyes. But to me, one land is like any other. The elements are my allies, the dead are my servants, and fear will be my closest friend.
Yeah, the witch has 0 chill. Like, they burnt my house down, so I killed all their kids. Oh, that's the classic intros from... This is back when,
They were right to fear me. If only they had listened to their coward.
One nicotine craving?
Oh, thank you. No, thank you. Get out of here, ads. Back to the game. It was cool. Yeah, they did really like cool like scene building. Like I said, I want to do stuff with. They've changed them up in the current version. There's still some similarities. But now it shows them like in court, basically. Instead of on the boat headed to Rayclast. I like the PoE 2 intro has them all on like a hanging block, like they're all about to be hanged. Yes. So that one's also pretty neat. I like that one a lot. Yeah, they got rid of that and added like a more generic intro, a little much less cool voiceover problem. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely preferred the original. What can you do? Not run that map is the start. That's the start of what I can do. Alright. We do have ads coming up in a couple of minutes. Not accidentally run the same map again. I do that all the time now that the map like interface has changed. I'll rerun a map I've already done. Kind of annoying when you're trying to progress. Yeah, that was back when hardcore and softcore actually had different league mechanics. I remember those days. I was playing during those days. They can't really do that anymore, and also I don't think people want them to do it. It was a neat thing once upon a time. I'm trying to decide. I could get another crab, but I lose the ability to do any self-damage at all, including using Wave of Conviction for damage, or for exposure, which I don't know if it's worth. Maybe. It might be still. Like logically it's probably like an additional totem would give me like 25% more or not 25. 33% more damage, right? Going from 3 to 4. Yes. Be a 33% more damage multiplier. Technically. Assuming they all target the same thing. But I think it would end up being more than what I'm getting from doing like exposure stuff. Alright, Brainer. You saw I talked about the Friday stream, but I guess you took that to mean you didn't make it go live at all. No, yeah, we went live, but I didn't even make it out of, like, the break screen. Yeah, that's why I'm very sad for everybody, because we were live long enough for it to count as a stream, basically, but we didn't get anything done because my connection was totally dead. Yeah, sorry, Chryso. But, you know, just make sure you do your check-ins. That's what matters to me. Breaks are cool, but check-ins are better. That's why I have the check-in thing, because streaks are fickle. And frankly, I don't want y'all to feel like you have to be at every stream. Like, I never want y'all to feel that way. This is not an obligation. I want you to be here because you want to be, not because you're like, must make streak go burr. You know? What I mean? They exist for a reason. They exist for a reason. They are a driver of people watching streams. But chat, we have our next break here on the stream coming up in just a few seconds. So take this opportunity to grab yourself some water, grab a snack, move around a little bit, rest your eyes even if you're not planning on moving. Just close your eyes for a few seconds. Good for you. And we'll be back in about 3 minutes to carry on. Stay tuned. BRB. And welcome back, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? There you go. Thank you for the check-in. I was about to say, if anybody has not checked in today, make sure you check in. Speaking of streaks, make sure you check in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the only reason the streak went bar to begin with because you're here anyway. That's the way you should do it. But I know some people are like really like, you know, clicking onto streams just because they have a streak. They don't want to lose it. I've been guilty of that a couple of times myself, so I hate that I basically killed probably a bunch of streaks just because, you know, I had a stream that was super dead. Like, we were live for maybe 15 minutes. It was a non-functional 15 minutes. While I was just hoping that the stream would work. Yeah. Breach collapsed. Still get some good loot. We gotta speed up our killing though. Which has been pushing streaks hard though. Shows up on the follow list now. It does, yeah. They are definitely trying to, you know, get the FOMO. Hit that FOMO gene, you know? Oh. Yeah, that's a big reason why I have my own custom daily check-in. Well, I didn't make it. Content Delta made it. Whole reason, though, is because Twitch's streaks are silly sometimes. And that way, you know, you can show how hard you've been supporting. Even if you're not here for when the stream breaks and the streaks get shattered. You know? And unless I do something insane or my streamer bot breaks, that number should be reliable. We did have that one scare where it almost got broken, but not die. I don't need to worry too much about bears. 75% spell block means I block most of them, and they're only really dangerous when they hit you like 70 times. This I'm very glad they brought over PoE 2 Abyss. So I'm glad that they made the Abyss change. This map is full of loot mechanics. Full of loot mechanics. Crafting recipe. Attack and spell block. Envoy, I'm in the middle of a boss fight, man. What are you doing? And as I might speak. They are pushing it real hard, though. Another breach. Not as good as breach as I am on RF, obviously. Frankly, very few builds clear as hard as RF does. RF Chieftain, at least. Because Chieftain. Mostly because Chieftain. We're still pretty good. Now that we're doing a little more damage. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got Varun in like the worst possible space to be in. You come down here, bud. Thank you. Get him, please. Nice. We got him. That was a pretty good Varun kill. I feel good about that. He can be kind of spooky. He's one of the bosses of the elite mechanics. Alright, Cassia. The unrighteous we burn to ash. To ash. To minion tower. Cold tower. Smacky tower. And honorable tower. I mix my towers up a lot. Tower here. Probably should have done a tower over kill. Fireball tower. Tower. These. So far, so good. Nice. Easy blight. Yeah, I saw Specking's meal. It looks amazing. What's everybody else? What's everybody else eat for your current meal time?
I am no beast of burden.
Whatever that means for you. Those are so close to being actually good gloves. So close. The tears on them were just better. Tears on them were just better. Having yourself a biscuit and gravy ball. Amazing. Still sounds good. Still want. Don't know what I'm having today. Don't know. Let's see. More breach per breach. Having hummus with pita. Also sounds amazing. I've never actually had hummus though. It's at some point I think I got convinced that it had something in it that would kill me. But I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know if that's necessarily true because it's just chickpeas, right? Like basically just chickpeas with spices. I'm fairly sure I'm not allergic to. Yeah, so I've never actually tried it. I have to be very paranoid about what I eat because a lot of stuff will straight up kill me. Like anything with tree nuts in it. And or substantial portions of dairy. It's chickpeas, sesame with spices. I think I'm good with all those. I think that those are all doable. I should give it a try. Because it does make for a very healthy dip type of situation. That much I know. That much I know. Map done. Map done. I guess I could have been progressing either. What's that? Did I just put my dash tab? Oh, I got a Doedri's tongue. Yay. Gross. You've heard that American hummus is worse, though? That's almost certainly true. That sounds very likely. Because of the preservatives. That would make a ton of sense. That sounds very probable.
Journey well.
Because most of our foods, especially foods that did not originate in the US necessarily, that end up being like commoditized. Which hummus definitely is here. Definitely there's like huge companies making it now. Tends to yeah, lose some quality in there. Sound representing most of the food worse in the US. A lot of the mass-produced stuff, yes. A lot of the mass-produced stuff is our current issue specking is most of our mass-produced food is also just literally poisoned now. Because we've decided to just stop checking. So our lettuce gives you diarrhea. Our eggs are incredibly corrupted with salmonella.
Hello.
Whole thing.
Keep your life to your own.
These are literally things that are going on right now in huge amounts. I've never been anywhere else, so I can't really compare directly. We're having a rough go of it. We're having a rough go.
The latent essence in this flesh will now serve us instead. Fight for Rayclast.
Upgraded our tree. I barely have any wound gifts. We're getting the tree upgraded. Not great? Yeah. It's bad. Pretty bad. You have to be very careful about what you buy now. Because it might literally be poison. So cool. That's right. I want to go back under the sea. Start the crab song from Moana here, and or anything sung by anybody in The Little Mermaid. We'll do a couple more charts to get me some more stuff to work with.
Say it
plain. By the way, you've heard that in Chicago there's a whole district where just Czechs live, and you can't even properly use English there. Is that true? I believe so, yeah. Yeah.
Deep breaths.
Chicago's got an incredible international population. Where it's like, you know, like whole neighborhoods where they're, you know, they sort of set themselves up as, yeah, from like various places. I believe I know where you're talking about. I haven't been there myself. I you know, I haven't explored a ton of the city. PH. But like even where I'm at now has a pretty high like percentage of like Middle Eastern people. What the heck? Why is he here? What the heck? I did not know there was a boss there. I was just vibing. Spirit of Kalava. Oh, there was Kalava. Yeah, there's definitely neighborhoods like that. We have a very prominent Chinatown as well. I have been to Chinatown. A lot of major cities have a Chinatown. Yeah, there's definitely a another one, huh? What the heck? Apparently what the mod on this map was there's a bunch of creepy people. There's a bunch of bosses in this fight. Cool. In this zone. They actually have my stuff. Yeah, there's definitely yeah, I think I know where you're talking about, Spectrum, for sure. Like in particular, there being a Czech neighborhood. Yeah, I mean, there's basically a neighborhood for everything. There's literally a gay neighborhood in Chicago. That was literally like the first, like, it started off specifically like, you know, like gay men, but has since become, you know, just like a queer oriented neighborhood. Everybody calls it Boys Town. Not its official formal name, but they call it Boys Town. Yeah, there's lots of very specific neighborhoods like that. Chicago's a cool city. I was not born here. I was not raised here, but I have lived here for 11 years? 11 years? Oh. It is definitely what I consider home at this point. It was injected with sugar, yeah. The lettuce specifically has been making people sick. Yep. Lettuce and eggs now. Right, so? Yeah. Eggs are the new one. Ow. Get out of here. Right, come on. Come on. First time I've run into this. Yeah, we're also a big fan of corn in the US. In all of its forms. We like corn, we like cornbread, we like corn syrup. Nope. It's all corn. It's because it's an extremely easy to grow crop here. So we have a lot of corn. Can I get back to this easily? Yes. Probably. Yeah, even the dogs are eating some corn. Yeah. A lot of our dog food is pretty corn heavy. A lot of our pet food. Probably shouldn't be. Need the loot. time to grab those other maps. Yep. I didn't want to risk drowning. Mint corn dogs. Oh yeah, yeah. Also corn dogs. True. Okay. I completely missed that. Yes. That too. Corn dogs. Corn in the cob. Corn off the cob. Corn in the can. Creamed corn, which I hate. I hate creamed corn. I like most kinds of corn. Creamed corn grosses me out in a very visceral way. Corned beef, true. Does corned beef have anything to do with actual corn, though? I don't actually know what the... I don't know why it's called corned. No idea. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so we got these Katakohis Ducats. Ducats? 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 They etches over between 1 to 3 sockets on a pair of gloves, granting random enchantments but rendering these sockets unusable. Interesting. Interesting. Ducatni. I see what you did. I see what you did. So interesting. Yeah, I've got some of these. I have a changelings one, which I guess just changes into a random one. I don't know. Seems a little scary to use. I have two genteel ones, which change an attribute to a different attribute. By the way, chat. This does not respect item requirements. Because you know there's some pieces of armor that you can only get certain stats on. Like on belts, you can only get strength typically. If you used one of these genteel buckets, it can roll dexterity or intelligence. It can do any one of them. Same for like, I guess rings can roll basically everything. Like helmets can do, I think, intelligence normally, but you can get strength or dex on there. So if you're struggling for like item requirements and you have some, you have like a different one that you don't need, you can try using one of those. Now you know. I need to get my heist chest so I can drop these in there. All right. Let's do this one. Then we'll probably do a full-on voyage and see if I can get some sweet loot. Or at least kill some stuff. People have been, I think, underwhelmed with the dives from a loot perspective. At least I've never been too obsessed about the loot gotten from the mechanic. But it seems fine to me. Like, I'm not making divines or anything. I'm getting stuff dropped. But they'll continue upgrading it. They'll keep patching it through the league. Get silly. It'll start pooping out divines, because that's how it happens. You got a divine from a message in a bottle? Yeah, I got I haven't gotten anything crazy like that yet. One of my buddies got a broken mirror from one, I think, which is 2 mirror shards, which is pretty bonkers. That's really good. I think the message in the bottle has got a bunch of potential like shenanigans in it. I thought it was only uniques at first. All I got at first was just random uniques. Let me get that. I have a brutal shrine, so my Stormcall is slapping enemies around. Fun. Yeah, I haven't got anything crazy. I've gotten a couple of like mediocre uniques and then a stack of 20 div cards. Or 20 back decks. Which could that could be money. Stack decks could be anything. Even mirrors. Got an empower support. I should run lap now anyway to get some quality on it to level it up faster. True. True. Finder strongbox. Dang it. I don't have my currency with me. Speaking of gift card. I need to remember to bring currency to roll strongboxes down here. Because I forget. Just running it white. Feels bad. And all the hidden ones on my loot filter too. Why not? Time to escape.
Back to the bathysphere.
Back to the bathysphere. We'll hang out here and try to kill some stuff. A little bit. Don't seem to be really speed running at us. There we go. There's some enemies. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like my single target is still going to need some work. But I feel like the build is building. You know? Know what I mean? We still have a little more headroom to do. I'm only level 87, so there's still some points to get. Most of which will probably be damage oriented. Get out of here. Also putting it in a red socket would be nice filling up. True specking. That's smart. Yeah, it's free 10% quality. Right. I didn't even think about that. It's gonna be really good for leveling up exceptional gems in like your offhand, right? Find some good offhand hands with some, some sockets on it. Super smart. Super smart. Good call. Now let's plan a voyage. Let's go on an adventure, chat. I don't want to do. I'm not gonna try to ultra optimize this. Sort of throw stuff together. Let's do the sunken rig. I want to put this. These areas can't contain filth scrabble. That's concerning. Yeah, let's put that there. Worst possible space for it. Let's do this. I'm gonna use my higher level ones.
Maybe this'll be the one.
That maybe? maybe. Or I could do like... I don't know how you do that. I have a bunch... I have some like special ones, right? Maybe one of those clam infested. Maybe one of those clam infested ones. I guess I can do it this way. Interesting. Wait, where's my clams? Clams.
I've got a
Clams.
good feeling about this one.
Let's see. Okay. I'm definitely making something here. Is it good? Probably not. What do I do here? Like, this doesn't work. Need to do like this or something. Maybe do... all the lines have to connect. That... maybe... a... Let's... Do. Players in all voyage areas have Soul Eater? Yeah. Perfect. Alright, let's see. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's try this. Voyage area level 77. Saknika checking in 69 times. Nice. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for the lurk. Down into the depths we go.
This'll be one for the soul.
Under the sea. I have Soul Eater. I am the broken one now. Let's see. How do we want to approach this? Let's go this way. Giant crab. You don't need to pay attention though. Try not to die. I have become like giant crab. Okay. Look at this absolute unit. Gain additional lanterns. What do I do? Let's see. Saying there's some stuff down here, huh? Unfortunately, our Soul Eater doesn't stack quite as hard. Gold, gold, gold. Chains of command. Something. Could be something. Some sweet, sweet currency. Yeah, let's continue marching our way up this way. I need to do some shuffling of my supports, I think. And then I think I'm going to. I think we are going to go. We're going to go full totem. You were not this big before? I was not, no. Thinking I forgot to bring currency down here. No, the Soul Eater mechanic means whenever I kill something, I basically steal some of their power. And the way that translates is I get bigger, I get faster, I get substantially more dangerous. I can't believe I have to bring freaking currency for this. All these wasted chests. All wasted. I can't use anything I find down here. Got some tinks. I don't know if those should be tinking. I need to update my filters, I think. Yes. There are golden doors even Merciless will have today, so I can't even do that for the quality. At least marked doors are in the same room. You know? Know what I mean? But at least that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Freaking chaos damage. I'm gonna go crab ++, chat. You cannot deal damage with skills yourself, but you get +1 the total of number of summoned crabs. Doing it. This may be a bad idea. I may regret, but why is my conviction DPS so high? About to be 0. No. All right. Now, I am even more crab. I went from 3 crabs to 4 crabs. That is 33% more crab. Good. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to lean into the meme, I might as well go for it, right? Might as well go for it. I will need to switch some skills out because of this. But maybe it also means I can press fewer buttons. Also be nice. Would also be good. Let's drop some stuff off in... Yeah, unfortunately, I can't leave to grab currency or anything, which is kind of unfortunate. Send it. Yeah, so now I have 4 crabs. Doing crab things. It should literally just be 32% more damage on single target at least. It also improved my clear, probably. $58. You have 58 more watery things. Or flames. Even literally the opposite of watery things. Yeah, now I can't deal damage myself, which
Lucy is no mother of brine.
is a little unfortunate.
Her vision for our future is small. These brine law are feeble,
Crab.
and stupid. They shrink in fear at my glorious visage.
There might be other ways to attain additional crab.
Gift from Sir Arthur itself.
I need to look into my crab options.
The true mother whose children founded our clan. You dominated the sea, so that every shore knew our name. With you at our helm, we will sail the ends of the world and take
Steam.
every power it has to offer.
Yes, my craptions. Exactly. My craptions. You know what's up. I definitely need to make sure I have my craptions, or my crabs summoned. I don't have any damage myself now. We've scaled. I can already see the damage improvement, so. Worth. Don't need another Allflame thing. There's a magic card called Crabomination. It's a demon crab. Incredible. That's basically me. That's me right now. I am a Crabomination. I'm a crab who's a man who summons other crabs that shoot lightning. Okay. Crab. Let's see. Let's go back down. We got plenty of other things to find here. Something else in the darkness? There was something else in the darkness. 30% increased damage. Also other things. Yes. Scurbs. Let's try to retrace our steps. I don't want to burn any more lanterns on this side because we have a whole other zone to check out. Also, how you doing today, Gamely? How you doing? We are the crabs. Oops. Should probably grab this coronundrum. Rundum. Let's go down this one. Yes. Give me size. Yeah. Soul Eater is usually a mechanic only enemies get. But there's a couple of ways to get it on yourself. They're all fun. Because Soul Eater on enemies is one of the worst mods in the game. It is one of the most miserable experiences. They keep nerfing it. You are missing the crab back attachment? I am. I'm using the expedition. I'm using the actual... Perfect segue. I'm using the nautical back attachment. I'm using the Nautical Explorer back attachment, which you can get for watching 3 hours of the stream today, chat. You can get this. As long as you've watched 3 hours of the stream this week, in fact. Or any PoE streamer, I guess. There are other streamers available. You can get that. You can also get a new crafting bench if you gift 2 subs or make yourself subbed to 2 different places with a recurring sub. Prime subs do not work for this. Get a cool little crafting bench. Speaking of. Speaking of, I shouldn't be muted. I shouldn't be. The game probably is muted. I shouldn't be muted. Am I? You are? Family's good? You did the thing yesterday, and do you think you figured out why your streams end at 2 hours and restart for the next one? Weird. You were for a few seconds? I think it was probably my computer pooping itself because I alt-tabbed. Probably. Rude? To do that. Gifted the community some subs. Thank you, Light Wraith, for the subs. Congrats on your subs, Glitter Cheeks and Luispo. There you go. I let it randomly draw. Those were the luck of the draw subs. Thank you very much. Now I have a crafting bench. And also paid myself. I also paid myself. Yeah, for some reason your stream stopped at 2 hours and restart. You get fixed as the next one. That's a weird thing to have happen. Yes. I had to. I don't usually do it. But I did just get paid yesterday. And I do get roughly half of it back. I do not get all of the money back. I'm not scamming. We only get half of the sub value. Twitch gets the rest. I had to click it. I thought about custom selecting, but there's no way for me to do that and not make it seem unfair. So, by definition, that wouldn't be. I just let it RNG. Yes, Specking, I did. I do believe I did RNG it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the sub in your channel as well. I did see that and forgot to say anything. Thank you. I will use your emotes for evil. Do not worry. Do not worry. I will. See, I have 47 thingamabobs left. It's just an armor's chest. Don't care about that one. Hydrate. I shall. Y'all notice I put a bigger timer on the hydrate redeem. I upped the timers on a bunch of redeems, actually. Y'all got me that other day. Thank you for the hydrate. Remember, chat, hydrates for me are also hydrates for you all. To drink something. Do it. Do it. Good for you. Especially if you're spending all this time under the ocean like I am. You need that water that is not from the sea. Does this stack? Does Sawatha's fodder stack? Can I get even more gold rose? That would have been cool. Drowning in the lab or something, so you don't need more water. Where'd you find water in lab? That's frankly impressive. It's almost all fire and blades. Capsule. Let's drop some stuff off in the capsule. Yeah, I'm a freshwater crab. I am the rare freshwater crab. Yep. Send it to the Sovereign. Banking our loot. Do I have no arrows at the moment? Yeah, I'm so glad we got lab done. It was getting frustrating. I'm not used to dying to lab in modern PoE. I used to die to lab all the time. Not lately. Oh. Here's one what? What? Their cards. Go grab those chain swords. Yes, thank y'all for hanging out today. I had to get me the new crafting bench. I've been using an old one for a while. You know? I wanted to embrace the Allflame. Oh, we still have, there's actually still so much of this we haven't explored yet. Herbs. Next. Let's go this way. I don't know if we're gonna get everything here, but we can probably get a bunch of it. Do. No exploding corpses, please. Do I have a guiding light? I really don't. I really don't, huh? Like, why didn't it do any damage? They don't do damage anymore. I cannot. You know, I'm gonna stop going up this way. I want to go up the other way. What I have left. Because there's that rare node on this side. Diviner Strongbox that I can't alchemy. Not a smart man. Two soothing corals here. Two soothing corals. Coral! Okay. Chains that bind. I'll probably have some stuff.
Our higher Trarthan girl did her job well. Brought misery to that bastard Fairgrave's crew. I've a sense, though, she got herself killed. Been too long.
Yeah, apparently they reworked, apparently they reworked the cave
The winds are about to turn in our favor.
in the graveyard. Because it's, you don't need it for the quest now. Apparently they reworked it to be like, looked like people were actually like living there. I didn't go in because I knew I didn't need it for the quest. But apparently. Which is cool. And that's sort of what that dialogue is hinting at. That dialogue is hinting at this. Where are my bosses? I'm trying to be careful because I know there's bosses up here. And it would be very embarrassing to die at this point. Hey, another message in box. Nice. My inventory's full. Get out of here, random six socket. You're not any good for me. But chat, we have our next break coming up here. Shortly. Pay respects to the... Don't know what that does. Still don't know what that does. There's no icon for paying your respect to the deep. Don't know. Maybe it... Oh, does it like... Oh! That's what they do, chat. They upgrade your other... The other altars you clicked. Like now this now has... like max cold res and also movement speed and damage on top of the other stuff. This one has a chance to deal double damage if you stunned recently and enemy stun meets. But chat, it's break time. Stay tuned. We'll be back. 3 minutes. BRB. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. How we doing? Y'all are having a good day on stream. I want to get this barrel trauma. I'm having fun today. Blasting some guys with some crabs. Oh. I forgot, chat. I forgot. So I watched a movie this weekend called 72 Hours. It's a comedy with Kevin Hart. Where he plays a like creative, like a marketing exec type of guy, who accidentally gets invited to like a like a 21-year-old's bachelor party. Like they accidentally put him in the group chat, et cetera, et cetera. So he, Kevin Hart is, an older guy, right? Because that's the entire movie is predicated on, like an older dude ends up spending a weekend with a bunch of 20-year-olds. And shenanigans ensue, obviously. Fun movie. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Right up to the point where they punched me right in the face. And they said, and they offhand mentioned that Kevin Hart's character is 40. The old guy in the movie is 40 years old. That's younger than me, chat. It hurt. I was like, wait, but I'm not old. I can still hang. But like the entire movie was kind of, about the whole divide where maybe it's kind of weird. And yeah, he's like, of course, they end up bonding eventually, et cetera, et cetera. So it made up for it by the end. But I was like, the entire conceit of the movie is a guy who can't act his age. Like he feels like he's still that young 20-something, despite being the ripe old age of literally 40. Oh. Oh. So I've reached that point in my life. I say while I am streaming video games on the internet. I felt a little seen, but not in a great way. You know what I mean? But the movie was very good. I had a lot of fun with it. I think all the actors did well. Kevin Hart did a great job. It was ridiculous. I think it's on Netflix. I think I watched it on Netflix. If you happen to get the chance, give it a shot. Give it a shot. It was just, I was just sitting there vibing. I was like, ha, this is great. He's like having a conversation with one of the kids. And he's like, how old do you think I am? And they're like 50. I'm like, I'm 40. Like, still old. Oof. Oh, cool. But, fair. Fair, I guess. It just cracked me up, so I had to share with y'all. Most of your city didn't have power currently from yesterday's storms. I had my lights flicker a little bit, but I think our power's fine still. But yeah, that's That's no good. I hope it gets recovered quickly, Gamley. That sucks. We had like hail towards the end of it, like in the evening. We started getting like actual hail. You've got power? I assumed. Well, I guess you could have been. Yeah. Still, you know, I hope they get it in general repaired quickly. I'm glad you do have power though. Yeah, we started getting hail towards the end of it last night, which was. I don't usually see hail here, especially in the middle of summer. It's kind of scary. You did your normal thing of calling yourself an ancient plant in a stream earlier when was asked if you're a magnolia. Nice. Yeah, I'm just a ghosty. I was old when the world was young. I'm a ghost wizard. You know? I'm a ghost and a wizard. Two ancient creatures. Boss. Another boss down. Nice. That's a 5-link devout chainmail. Sure, I'll grab it. I'll throw something on it. Apparently, you're a tree so old the pollinators you evolved with no longer exist. Oof. Well played. But oof. Understandable. Understandable. Don't kill me, please. Nice. We have. I did not mean to use that lantern. I tried to snooch. I tried to snooch. Ah! Try not to die to the. Another thing. Another diviners. Very fast. That'd be fun. Let's send this stuff up to the surface. Actually, hopefully I have it on. Yeah, quite fine. They're probably fine. It's up. Save all of our ducats, donkets, whatever they are. Ducats. Pat niche. Etc. We explored this side. Guess I could go there, but I don't even have anything pointing me there, so I don't really need to. This way. Follow our path back. This does take a minute. These voyages do take a minute, but they are very big, so kind of makes sense. I'm liking it. I'm liking the mechanic. I like going on these little undersea voyages. It's something we don't really get much of in PoE. No. In fact, this is the first time we've done this in particular. Who knew there were so many monsters under the sea? Know what I mean? Does this one have anything on it? No. No, huh? This way. Got some never ending. Hiccups drive me crazy, Duke. I'm sorry. Ugh. Died to that. Hiccups drive me crazy. There was one time when I was a teenager when I had hiccups for like 6 hours straight. Like violent, really unpleasant hiccups. I do not recommend. Cannot recommend. It was Hopefully you get some relief soon. Up. Up. Oh. Why is it screaming? Trying to poison me. It's very rude. Sure. Let's see. Heck yeah. I have the toxic spines. All damage you deal can poison. And you will, and it will. Not only can, but it will. That should make clearing the rest of this pretty smooth. But it already wasn't going pretty well. Alrighty. Still feel real dumb for not having my strong boxes. Or my currency for the strong boxes to roll them. Still feel a little silly for that. I'm definitely missing out on loot. I could have had so many mirrors if I had rolled my strong boxes properly. Obviously. Mirrors being the most rare currency in the game, for those who aren't aware. They are so rare, in fact, that I have never seen one. I've literally never had one drop. I've never accrued the currency required to purchase one. They are rare to a level that most video games are too scared to make things rare. Like they're that kind of rare. They're like winning the lottery rare. I only have 9 things back. What do? What is their in-game effect? They copy an item perfectly. They mirror an item that exists. So you could have like, say you had like the best staff in the game, you know? Like, or the best staff in the league, like doing like a bajillion damage. Someone with a mirror could use their mirror on that, and then they would also have that staff. Yeah. So they are like the tippy top of the currency, because if you, they're not, for a lot of people, they're not very useful other than as something to sell for a lot of other stuff. Because they're so rare, and because for the people who do want them, they are incredibly useful. They're extremely expensive in other things. So if you find one, you're basically set for the rest of the league, like money-wise. You know? If you don't end up needing it, you can always sell it. Or someone will. You've got a mount in one version of WoW with a Powerball winning chance of getting it of like a 0.02% drop rate. Yeah. Something like that. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't have particularly good RNG in games, typically. In fact, my RNG is typically pretty terrible. What can you do? What can you do? Someday I'll see a mirror. Yeah, they're like... Apparently it's not uncommon for people to play like 10,000 plus hours of like hardcore PoE. Like really grinding it out and just never see one. Never see a mirror. And I don't know how many hours I have, but it's in the thousands. And never seen one. I believe it. I believe it. Maybe someday. At least some of these strong boxes are happy. Alright. 7 flames remain before I have to retreat. Oh, hey, more flames. Ooh. I got an AoE shrine. An AoE altar. Your skills fire additional projectiles, have increased melee strike range, and increased AoE. Now my storm calls are bigger. I don't have projectiles. But I do have also more things. Offering of the Drowned, huh? Receive their bounty, but beware their wrath. Okay. Send it. Not scared. Oh. Their wrath was fairly fairly unwrathful. It's a mount that looks like a chocobo. Sick. It's obviously the best mount in the game. Weird your stream sound was gone? Odd. Are you still in Firefox? Like I said, Firefox has been like... I think Firefox has been breaking more and more with Twitch. Unfortunately. Let's see. Let's go this way. We need to get a couple extra lanterns there so we can do a little more searching. You stopped using it because of Twitch. Yeah. Yep. It's very unfortunate. I hate that. You're still on it, yeah. It's gonna take you time. Yeah. Might be worth though. But you know. Entirely, you know, it's deciding worth of things isn't totally a individual's game. Let's see. We are about to retreat. Yeah, so it's probably just Firefox being weird. Unfortunately. We've done a pretty good job of scouring this. I not mean to place that one. I have my lanterns auto placing. Feel the gaze of the drowned all around you. Oh, are things coming for me? Is that what that means? Yeah, they're like hunting me now. Oh, that's actually cool. They're like coming in from off screen. Oh, maybe it was this guy. Why did he have so much stuff on him? The heck? That guy had like 7,000 sulfur on him by himself. Fun. Yeah, that must be what that means. I think it is time for us to retreat. I think we're good. I think we're good. So I'll do a quick little Snooch down here. There's nothing down here. Noted. Right. You think I'm the only person you watch on Twitch? Yeah, then maybe not necessarily worth. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's call the bathysphere. Right. Now we have to survive while they try to kill me. While the thing makes its way down. Uh-oh. Golem? Golem? I like the designs on the enemies here. They're pretty new. A lot of these are new enemy designs. Very creepy. Alright. We can leave whenever. I'm just killing a few more things just for the lulz. That's good. Let's go. Let's go. Completed some more bits of challenges. I don't know who Filth Scrabble was. I don't know if I saw him. I forgot he was down here. I assume it was a boss, but I don't think we saw him. Or if we did, I didn't kill him. Or didn't notice him. So we got 19,000 sulfur, though. Really good. And a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Say it plain.
Bad ring.
Today's a come on then.
That was good. That was a good run. Chat.
All right then.
Stash this stuff. We got another changeling Ducat. Ducat. Bunch of div cards. I probably have some full sets I can turn in, yeah. I probably have a bunch of full sets I'll be able to turn in, because we also have all this loot. Let's do that. And let's dump all the div cards directly. I wish Stash Affinity worked on this screen, but it does not. Like, I can't put my currency in and it auto go to where it's supposed to. Unfortunately. Gotta actually go through the tabs. Cards. All the cards? That's all the cards. All right, currency. Yeah. Oh, a decent bit of currency. Nothing huge. I didn't get any divines down there, unfortunately. Got some chaos. We got a few exalts. At least one exalt, I think, actually. Not too many. It's not ultra profitable. That's fine. Unless these message in bottles end up popping off, which they might. Is that all my currency? No. Those. Can't forget the scrolls. Maps. there. No flasks. Fragments. Cherubs and Allflames. Got an Allflame of the toads? Let's go. Allflame of the flesh. Ah. Substitute monster packs an area with a pack that has a single monster in it with greatly increased life. Right. I remember those guys. I remember those. I know what they're talking about. Alright. Rest can go in my inventory. It identifies. There you go. It's perfectly in my inventory, actually. Nailed it.
Say it plain.
Identify. Add chest piece. Add belt. Ring. Belt. Another pillar of the caged god. Pretty bad helmet. Pretty bad ring. This is Jane's command. There we go. If I wanted to animate Guardian. No. That's the one to use.
Onwards.
Doors can go in there. E-spine can go in there. Chains of endurance. Hold on to the chains of command for myself. I'm not letting the guild have that one, just in case I want to use it. Save that 5 link. Add wand too.
Say it plain.
Get out of here.
Today's a good day.
And all right. That leaves me with just our messages in bottles, which could be big. It will probably not be. It's a ring. It's a Kikazaru. It is in fact not a rare item. And the second one is a Malagaro's Cruelty, which is also not a rare item. I did not get anything cool from my messages.
Say it plain.
I could have. I'm sure you could sell them too, you know? Throw them up on the market. I bet people are buying them to Gamba. I like opening items. Like I said, I'm not here to play the market. I'm not here to play Economy Simulator 2026. I'm here to play the video game. No shade on people who do, but I like running around and blasting stuff with crabs, not trying to eke out every ounce of profit. I'll occasionally sell stuff. Don't get me wrong. Buy stuff. I just, you know, I just don't bother. I do want to try to reroll stuff on. Auction house is mainly what you do in WoW, outside of seeing what you can solo. It makes a lot of sense if you're a solo player in an MMO, do like economy stuff, because yeah, it can be kind of hard to find like solo activities. Makes sense. This game I can play solo all day. It has multiplayer. We did some on Sunday, but it is for most people a single player game with an auction house. And honestly, our auction house is still very new. Like, I have a shop now, and you can like search for items in game on the market, and you can exchange like currency and like stackable items now. This is all within like the last year or so. It's all very new. Before that, trading was miserable. You had to do it manually. You had to like Like you had to literally go like basically in person. Yeah, you know. And buy things or sell things. Like they had to come to your hideout, you had to go to theirs. There was no automated system. Now there is. Now I can just set up a shop and people can see it online automatically as part of the game. So I actually do some trading now just because of that. Let's see. Get something here. Get literally anything here. Sure, I'll take attack speed. I'm not using any attacks. Right. What about physical damage converted to lightning? That's also not particularly useful. At least put something on my boots. Armor from equipped helmet and gloves? Sure. Chance to poison on hit. I literally can't poison. Alright. We've done that. We've done that. Done all that. Guess we'll just keep scaling. Let's just run some more maps. We don't have a ton of time left. A little bit of time to do some mapping. Do I want to go to red maps? Let's try it. Am I cool enough for red maps? We'll see. We'll see. It's a tropical island. There's a tropical island. Pier, the Cold River, Coral Ruins, Sunken City. Did I do all my tier 5s? No. There's tier 5 I still haven't done. Let's advance the Eater of the Worlds. Mostly see what old raids you can solo and good stuff for the auction drops in them. Ah, smart. Smart. Why did I have my clarity off? How long have I had my clarity off? Oh, probably just now, because I took my gloves off, or my boots off. Okay. In we go. Don't have a sub right now, but last time you did, you're seeing what difficulty beyond the heroic Wrath of the Lich King dungeons you could clear. Yeah, there's a mechanic where you can run 14 dungeons unsynced. Which just lets you go in as your max level character. I think that could be fun. You could do dungeons and trials and things like that in 14. There are restrictions on what you can get out of it, though. Like you don't get XP, and there's some gear restrictions, I think. I don't remember the exact rules. But it is fun to see what you can do solo. I agree. Oh, we're going to do this breach first. Mechanics are weirdly overlapping. What I need to do? After we complete this breach, I need to change some buttons around. This doesn't do much for me anymore. My little blue wave thing doesn't actually do anything or do much. It can still cull. It's not completely useless, but it doesn't do any damage, which means it doesn't put resistance shred on. So I need to change that around. Ancient Womb Gift. Oh, it's very nice. There's regular, heroic, alpha, beta, and gamma difficulty for Wrath King and Wrath of the Lich King. Interesting. We've only got 2 or 3 difficulties for most of the 14 stuff. It's a lot. That feels like a lot of difficulty. Gives you a lot to do, I guess. Remind me that I need to change this. I need to swap out this skill. Alright. The Hildy questline is so wild. It really is. It goes absolutely insane. I love it. It's why it's a little divisive, Ook, because it does get just completely bonkers. And some people don't like the goofiness in their 14. I love it.
Greetings.
One of my favorite parts.
Journey well.
They're gonna add a new difficulty soon. They are. Yeah, we're getting a new difficulty. They haven't named it yet, so it's just new difficulty. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I want to swap this one. I want to check something before we complete this map. I want to go Hydrosphere. Well, Hydrosphere? Does Hydrosphere work if I don't deal damage? I don't remember the exact wording. Hydrosphere. Creates a sphere of water, removes an existing one, and resets its duration. The sphere constant, or continually even, applies a drenched debuff for the short duration to enemies in its area and those it moves through. You can hit the sphere with other skills to inflict cold and lightning ailments other than chill. Sphere pulses when created and at regular intervals while afflicted by an ailment and after moving, damaging all drenched enemies in a large area. So it drenches, which does not require it to deal damage. Okay, we can
See ya.
Wave of completion. Each old WoW expansion calls the difficulties above heroic other names. Interesting. Ours are all or I was gonna say they're all the same, but I think there is like a little switch up in there. I think. I'm not an expert at the higher level 14ing, like the higher difficulty stuff, so someone else probably knows better. God, what is happening? There's so many fireballs. What are you doing? Annoying. Oh. Really glad I have really glad I have all that spell block, or that was a very dead. That was a very dead Light Wraith. It was very scuffed. Hundreds of fireballs flew at me. This does seem to work. What? I still might put something. Also actually better at culling than my wave. So better at culling. It hits much more frequently. The last 3 expansions for current WoW just call everything above heroic mythic. It just adds a plus to the end for each increase, so it's like mythic plus, etc., etc. It's like, yeah, there's like extremes and savages, but I don't think they're. I don't think you usually don't get both on the same fight. I don't know what the distinction is. Routine. Finally, you have some good block too. 72 attack and 80 spell. That'll be real nice. I assume that's full block. Specking. Like not with the venting blows. Because I know you're using the offering, so that's probably raw block, right? Like pure block, good block. Like good. Yeah, full block. That's gonna be very comfy. I'm already pretty comfy, and I'm only at 75 and 47 or 53, depending on if I've crit recently. Which I have. But yeah, you're better off than I am. The block department. It already feels really good. I would have 100% been dead a minute ago if I didn't have it. Oh, Hydrosphere, I love you so much. Also, it's just a pretty skill. I can summon Ball. My totems are dead. I was like, why aren't I doing any damage? I may need to keep my totems a lot better. My crabs are taking some damage. My crabs are taking some damage. That's also because I have the thing that where my crabs take damage for me. I have this one, so 5% of the damage I take is taken from my totems for me. I might be able to get rid of it eventually, but for now. Savage is more difficult. Yeah, I don't know exactly the rules on... Because, like, yeah, there's a lot of things that have extremes, and there's a lot of things that have savage. I don't know if anything has both. It's very possible. I just don't know. And then, yeah, we're getting a new difficulty soon. Yeah. Feels pretty good. This is going pretty well. Crab's got some range to him. Like I'm watching them attack stuff off screen pretty regularly. Like stuff I can't see. They're shooting storm calls at. Pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Because the entire screen isn't active, or the entire map is not active. Keep in mind. They do a like an area around your character where entities are active and thus interactable. I need more chaos red. I need to automate my amethyst flask. That's what I need. That'll fix my chaos res is pretty much as I need to. Yeah, my issue is my totems don't have block. So things that I survive, my totems are like, oh no, my brain. My face.
My mana is spent.
Ritual. I also don't love ritual, but it is fine. It's fine. As far as do stuff in circle go. I wouldn't mind it at all if it wasn't for the fact that it's like 90% chaos damage and I never play a build with a ton of chaos res. Back to me. This is something I'm going to have to solve. My totems seem to be dying at a kind of upsetting rate. Maybe I just need to give them more life or something. Let's see. What do we have? A 20 quality purifying flame, huh? So a couple of GCP. Don't mind if I do. Frail Scarab of the Allflame. Interesting. Yes. Yes. And we'll take that. Take that 20 quality purifying flame. I can either turn it into a GCP itself or do something else. Oh yay, our cursed treasure is literally at the end of the map. I could have used you earlier. Nice. Hey, I'm ghosted for the last... I guess there's still more than 50 remain now. Oh. Good. Let's go. This might kill me. This is going to be very scary. Actually. Oh, I'm God. I'm actually so cool. Got an essence of hysteria and one delirium. I could probably sell that for a few C itself. My hand is getting worn out. It's a good thing that we are almost done today, chat. Where was I going next? I think I want... I think it's an abyssal skitterlock. Oh, they're just filled with scarabs. Oh. Thank you, Tooltip. Now let's go up here. I'm doing a little bit of a Breach Abyss Atlas here, just because. Just because. I don't have any particular plan. Other than, like, with how much time I'm spending with the League mechanic, I want my Atlas to be, like, as streamlined speed-wise as possible. Yeah. Those are both pretty quick. Pretty quick, just murder stuffs mechanics. Need to remember, RF doesn't do any damage now. My RF is purely a damage buff now. Which actually means I can switch out a bunch of stuff. I got some resupporting to do on some gems.
My mana is spent.
100%. And map complete. How do you like the new Abyss? I enjoyed it a lot. I like Abyss in PoE 2, and this is just PoE 2 Abyss. So it's much better. It's much better than it was. Way less backtracking. Way less backtracking, way more entertaining. Like mechanically. Big fan of the change. Oh, I still here. Big fan. Like I didn't hate Old Abyss because I'm not too concerned about backtracking just in general. I'm not like speedrunning maps, like I said. Uh-oh, that's not what I want to do.
Keep your life
Almost sold her 36 transmutes. So I didn't hate Old Abyss, but I really like New Abyss because I'm a big fan of the PoE 2 version.
Keep your life to your own.
So, digging it. How about you? Do you like the Abyss changes? Speckin'? Try so? Any other PoE enjoyers that happen to be vibing?
Hello.
Why I broke into Star Wars?
Your own.
How do I keep closing this? Brains fried. Chat. It's got 3 colored sockets on it though.
Go with
Item itself is terrible, but 3 colored sockets. It's rare nowadays. Definitely much better than the old one. Maybe you won't block it on the Atlas tree this time. Fair. Like, yeah, I mean, even if you're not leaning into it, yeah, just let it run. Because it actually, you know, feels like you're progressing it now. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, currently my Atlas is set up for a little bit of shrines, some, you know, starter Atlas stuff, a couple of the shaping nodes, shaping the world, shaping the mountains. Then some breach, a little bit of abyss. I have blocked delirium and I have blocked ultimatum. Delirium I can't handle yet, and ultimatum I hate. So went ahead and blocked those. But then yeah, doing some just fast breach, like unstable breaches only. You know, good. It's been good so far. Obviously, I need like 1 billion more points. I've only done, what is it? I'm 39 out of 100. So, you still want some ghastly eye jewels? Fair. Yeah, especially as a minion thing. There's some good abyss jewel stuff you can do to make your gigantic heads go explodey even better. But, chat, speaking of exploding, we're out of time. How does that relate? I don't know. I don't know how that segues. We're out of time for today, chat. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. We'll be back in Final Fantasy XIV land starting next week. So this is the last y'all will see of Crab Bro for a little bit, unless I decide to, you know, share some stuff offline. I'm enjoying the build. I think it's coming together. It's not going to be like a top winner, but it's doing well enough for me. We'll see how it handles the pinnacle bosses once I get there. We'll see what's up. We'll see what happens. That's going to be the real test. But yeah, I will let y'all know how it goes one way or the other. You like to Abyss and PoE 2 until you put all your points into it, and then it becomes too annoying. There. That happens. That does happen. It's like it can happen like the same with like Delirium, right? Delirium's fine, then suddenly you overjuice it and it becomes impossible. I get it. I get it. Yes. It's time, Trent. If you have enjoyed the stream, make sure you follow me at all the places down below. Feel free to join the Discord as well if you're so inclined. If you're on the YouTube side, if you have enjoyed, make sure you click the like and maybe even the subscribe button over there on that side. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out. But if you're on the Twitch side, we are going to raid out to somebody. I've got the page open and I don't know who I'm raiding to. Don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the League. I'm definitely going to be playing it on my own time. And if y'all like our ARPGs, you should too. Not a sponsor. Although, if they want to, I would totally take a sponsorship. I don't know if they'd really do that. They don't really need to at this point. And definitely don't need it from me. You know, if you do, I'm probably way cheaper than some of the other ones. Let's see. What is your /play? That's a good question. What am I at? We are at 1 day, 8 hours, 15 minutes, and 9 seconds. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not a bad first, like, half week for me. I can't, like I said, I can't do the sustained 12-hour plus grind all in one sitting now. I have to take breaks. That's pretty good for me. Got 3 hours more than you do? Well, you know, I do also not have a regular full-time job. So really, yours is more impressive. You know? I'm mostly a bum. No, I'm a streamer, content creator. I'm just bad at doing the content after the stream stops. But I do spend a lot of time thinking about it. I don't know who I want to raid. We raided like most of these people recently. Most of them recently. You know what? This is a raid steel mage. I could. Good. Probably should raid a PoE streamer, but this caught my eye. Apparently, Co-Carnage is streaming EverQuest? EverQuest Legends? Huh. I think, well, I'm gonna shoot a raid over that way and see what's happening. Because that's weird. EverQuest is an ancient MMO. I never played it myself, but I am familiar with it as an idea. So yeah, let's shoot a raid over to Co. Does he need my viewers? Absolutely not. But we'll do it anyway. Let's do it. Yeah, have a great night, Ook. Have a great night, Specking. Have a great day / night / morning, everyone. Thank you all very much for watching. If you would like to support me outside the stream, there's the ways to do it. If you would like to come along for the raid, to Mr. Co-Carnage, who's just he seems like a good guy. Big streamer, man. He's been in the field for bajillion hours. I want to be Co when I grow up, if that makes sense. I like that he's literally younger than I am, but he's an older content creator. Yes, let's go hang out, show him some love. But other than that, thank you all very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Be good. Be good to yourselves, and be good to others. And we will see you next time for more Persona 3 Reload tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central US time. Come hang out. Thank you. I think I've repeated myself a few times, but thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.